I'm telling y'all, it's something in there. It's literally something in the air. I have never been, well, I'm lying. It's been a while since I've been so moody. Oh my God. I'm just trying to figure out what makes me happy. Is my camera whopped? What an intro. Trying to figure out what makes me happy. I feel like in your 20s, this is a must. Like, I just wanna be happy. It's like you could have so much going for yourself. Good job, surrounded by good people, and still be unhappy. It's like, why? I've been on this journey where I moved out to Reno. The initial reason I moved out here is because I wanted to focus on myself, and I knew it was going to be a challenge to focus on myself, but I told myself I could do it, and I believe that I can. When I was in Monroe, I felt like God was pushing me to leave because it felt like bad events kept happening back to back to back that were hurting me. I felt like the job I was working kept getting worse and worse and worse, and I mentally couldn't take it. I couldn't take what was happening at the job, what was happening in my personal life. Like, I was mentally like drowning. And I prayed to God, and I took it as a sign to move up here. And I feel like He didn't lead me wrong. I was right to move up here. So most days I'm doing fine here, but I do have my days where it's challenging. Recently, somebody told me that every day can't be a good day, because I wanted to live my life and just be happy every day. When I realized that's not how life works, that's not real. I've been struggling with being by myself, but it's something I'm working towards. I just want to be comfortable being by myself, because I know a lot of people depend on like someone else to make them happy. And I feel like I've done that before and put all my happiness into somebody else, and when they left, I felt like I couldn't breathe. I felt like they took a piece of me with them. And so I never wanted to feel like that again. And so I told myself I will work on myself, which I am in the process of doing, to feel whole, because I feel like you should feel whole by yourself. Like, you shouldn't be looking for somebody else to complete you, or whatever the saying is. Like, if they come, they come. But if they don't, then you should feel content by yourself. And I feel like that's something I'm working on. Not even just with like relationships, but with friendships as well, because I feel like people stick around friends who aren't good for them because they don't want to be by themselves. But it's like you're doing yourself a disservice, because you're around people who don't genuinely care for you. So it's like you're doing more damage to your mental than you would if you were by yourself and just loving on yourself. So it's a lot of things that I'm just figuring out. I'm figuring out how to be happy. Like, I know I've learned that money isn't everything. I'm only 23, but I've been going through some experiences where I made a lot of money in the past. Recently, I made a lot of money, and I felt like I was on a cloud for a few days, but after I got done buying what I wanted to buy, I eventually came back down to like here. So I just feel like I'm learning to work on what's inside of me, because you can look good on the outside all day and be like the saddest person ever. And I think I'm just trying to figure out like what life is about. I don't want to need anybody. I know as humans we all need somebody, but I don't want to solely depend on somebody else to make me happy. I shouldn't. But yeah, I don't know. Like, what makes Constance happy? And that's the focus that's the focus from here on out. I'm just pouring so much into myself. Like if I feel depressed or sad, I sit there and I feel that emotion, and I tell myself like, you're gonna get through it, because I know it's easier to like give up and just sit in it, because I was doing it. I was sitting in it, but I just felt worse and worse and worse. You gotta get up, get a routine, like push yourself, and you just have faith. Like if you just have faith that everything's gonna work out and it's gonna be all right. Like honestly, I was going through life just depressed as fuck, like depressed, and I still have my days where I'm depressed, and it got me to my knees, like literally, like I had to get on my knees and pray, because I felt like I was being attacked or something. I don't know, but I do this thing where like I distance myself from people when I'm going through a really hard time, and I've always done it. I think it's pretty normal. But yeah, I'm out here in Reno. I am like doing the best that I can. Like I felt that at 23 years old, I should have been, you know, making a high salary, like out of college, making a good salary, driving a nice fancy car, staying in a fancy ass place. And when I couldn't really afford to do those things, I thought that I was just like nothing. But I told myself that we all have to start from somewhere. I always tell myself like you have to start from somewhere. Like if you start at the top, you will never know what it feels like to be at the bottom. Like if you don't struggle, if you've never had to struggle, you will never appreciate the good things. So yeah, I feel like I've just been ranting, but this is kind of like a little venting session, I guess. Nothing too negative, but I'm just allowing myself to be human, to make mistakes, to learn from my mistakes, to have experiences. I guess I'm just learning. I'm just learning a lot of things. Like I've been outgrowing people I thought I would never outgrow. And I used to just try to stick myself in a box to be their friend or be around them. But I felt like I was hurting myself, so I had to let it go. And that's what this is the season I'm in. The season I'm in is just like letting go of people who no longer serve me. If I'm in a situation that doesn't make me feel great about myself, like whether it's a job or being around a person, like I gotta let it go, because I'm putting myself first. Yeah, I have to put myself first. But yeah, thank you guys for listening to my little rant. I know this video was kind of long and I was all over the place. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to give an update of how I've been. What I haven't told y'all what I've been up to. Yeah, it's all about just believing in yourself and knowing that it'll all work out the way it's supposed to. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video.